Rarely does a product come along which is so unique and different from its closest competitors. So different, in fact, large retail chains have struggled to even find a category for it. Is it water or is it light? Well, it's both. MOJO is the world's first beverage product designed to provide all of the refreshing, cleansing, and hydrating properties of water, along with the energizing and uplifting benefits of light. My name is Dan Jordan, one of the founding team members for MOJO Agua, developer of the world's first light-up bottled water. It was my brother Joe who came up with the light-up water idea. And one evening while discussing some of the first prototypes, he said, "This would have been great to have around the house when we were kids. Our utilities were always being shut off." It's funny today how he and I can laugh about our childhood, but it was no joke. There were 8 of us kids. Mom and Dad did their best, but times were tough back then. As a parent, I can only imagine the fear, anxiety, and pain they must have felt not being able to adequately provide for the family. We lived homeless for a long time. And I don't mean living in a home that was not our own. I mean on the streets homeless, camping in backyards, sleeping in cars, living in motels homeless. And so it began. Joe was like, let's just start giving these to people. Give them to homeless people on the street, a clean, reusable bottle of water and a reliable source of light for when it gets dark. Then we thought, we could even do more than that. Let's partner with some other organizations, those dedicated to bringing fresh water and reliable sources of energy to people in need, not just in Los Angeles, but let's use this to help people all around the world. And when you take a closer look at the product, things really start to make sense. I mean, look at this. MOJO symbolizes a global problem that the product itself is able to solve. It's kind of cool. Over 1 billion people around the world live in poverty, without access to clean water. And another 1 billion do not have access to enough energy to power a single light bulb. What if MOJO, through the use and distribution of this unique beverage product, could draw attention to this issue, help raise money, and become instrumental in actually solving the world's water and energy problem? The idea is this. We can serve to address our short-term problems, fine. But we should also focus on a long-term solution. Let's invest in desalination research, the most promising nanotechnologies, and more efficient solar cells. Let MOJO fund grants for engineering students who are interested in discovering ways to make insufficient water and energy a thing of the past. Let's use our collective minds to invent, create, and dream up ways to increase supply. We're human beings after all. Unlike any other animal, we have the ability to make things better. We have this gift called technology that evolves as we do, and we can shape it, mold it, tweak it, and hack it in such a way that all of humanity will be better off. I know it sounds crazy, but in some ways, it doesn't really feel like we're even selling a product. There's this connection to humanity and the possibility of an incredible future that we feel passionate about. And the message driving our company is this. Everyone, no matter how poor they are, has a right to water and light. These are the essential ingredients of life. Without clean water and a reliable source of energy, it is very difficult for a person to survive, let alone contribute to a modern society. 25% of every dollar we make is used to fund programs designed to help people in need. Our goal is to generate awareness and create a long-term solution to the world's water and energy problem. Through education, emergency aid, and our own volunteer efforts, I believe we can make something happen. If humanity had 1.3 billion more minds, which no longer had to focus on where to find clean drinking water, but instead, those minds were better utilized, focused on solving other important problems, Just imagine how much faster we could improve our world. As we do this, as we try to make the Earth a better place, we are also working to minimize the impact of our plastic containers on the environment. We encourage customers to reuse their MOJO bottles. Use them over and over again. Refill and repurpose them up to 10 times before expending the energy required to recycle and manufacture them. A culture of reuse and repurpose is so much more environmentally sustainable than any recycling program. And finally, we invite you to join us. Activate the lights during your next event. Discuss the cause and help us bring clean water and reliable sources of energy to those who need it most.